everyone, welcome to a Monday Rapid Fire. Looks like Ethereum's starting to heat up on the back of news that July 2nd could be the date that we get the launch of the F Spot ETF finally. So it sounds like they want to scoot it in before the July 4th weekend in the United States, which makes a ton of sense. So some communications going back and forth, pretty light currently, but over the next 2 weeks, we should see it unravel. And Eric from Bloomberg is saying that the most likely chance from here is that we get a launch before that July 4th weekend. So really, really positive. And FBTC is reflecting that move here, which is really, really nice. That higher low bounce. So if we go out to the 1 week, now we haven't had the confirmation yet because we want to see a higher high and that breakout obviously of this wedge that we've been watching for just feels like years. Yes, it has been years. This downward wedge, a bit below, but now we're back into it, back onto the top of the 20 and the 10 EMA in there. Looks like here after this movement down, and again, I'll just paint what I'm talking about when I say high, low. So this here is a break up. So it's first higher low, and we want to see a continuation of the new trend. We want to see a new sort of higher and higher low structure start to emerge, and then hopefully it can continue on. It's got a lot of overhead resistance here with the 200, obviously the pattern breakdown and the downtrend. So it's got to cross a few hurdles, but so far so good. Really liking how SBTC is reacting here. So liking how F is beginning to look. If we go on over to F on the weekly chart, I'll bring it down to daily so you can see my chart going on here. Like Bitcoin, we've got a very obvious overhead resistance zone and then demand zone underneath. So there's a sell block above, demand zone beneath. We've had a really nice rally off the 0.5 fib, coming back above some of these key moving averages, and this looks like she wants to go higher in line with the ETF, which is great. So far, not a lot of movement with the layer 2, so the beta plays, but I feel that they're going to run when this does emerge, and we're going to see who are the top performers here. It'll be Arbitrum, Optimism, Matisse. It probably is a mixture of all of them and some others, so just keep that in mind and be patient. All of the altcoin market looks in still a bit of flat, dire straits kind of regions, but we are a coiled spring. We are preparing for that compression before expansion, and we'll catch everyone off guard, make no mistake. We also have stocks raging, inflation falling. So once these sellers are done doing what they're doing, and especially with Bitcoin as well, when we saw the hash ribbon fire, and we'll see a buy signal fairly soon. That's where miners become a little bit insolvent and they start to sell some Bitcoin onto the market to free up some capital. Again, once that's done, and maybe we see a loosening of that carry trade where some of these funds are going short while also buying the ETF, and it's a bit more advanced, but it's how hedge funds and markets work when we get to a crucial pivot point, the key resistance level like that 74,000 with Bitcoin. Once we get that move above that level, I expect to see altcoins fly off their tree and the rest of the market. At least that is the theory. Okay, just in terms of support beneath us, that 64,000, 65,000 level is going to be super, super strong. I would be a little bit concerned with a broader capitulation across altcoins if we do lose that level, but the short-term holder cost basis, so the average cost basis for short-term holders is that 62,700 region. So I expect that to be very, very sticky with buyers coming in, as well as it being the production cost there at 65,326. So that's the cost essentially to manufacture a Bitcoin through the mining process. That has long been a fairly good floor. And as we are now moving towards the back end of June, we are approaching, I guess, the traditional end zone of the post-halving consolidation period. So if you want to know more about where we're going as a market and maybe more about where F could go with the Ethereum inflows and outflows, we've written a lot about it in our newsletter, as well as our portfolio breakdowns currently on where we see the market sitting. We release a new edition every single week. Every Thursday we cover the biggest talking point or thing you need to know about the market. And coming up soon, we're going to be having a look at some really interesting stuff around where we'd be buying, what we look for when we're looking for an altcoin, in terms of Fibonacci retracements, volume supports, that kind of stuff. Really useful things for you guys to sink your teeth into. We'll be looking at that with this Thursday's newsletter. So please sign up, click the link below and become a subscriber. We also do weekly deep dives, so you'll get the extended version of the altcoin Bible where I go into all the charts, discuss the market a little bit more broadly and go from there. And we also give subscribers a ton of extra stuff, including a referral program where you can actually get one-on-one calls with us and the team. including myself, yours truly. Used to be with Joe, but he's a very busy man. You also get a branded ledger as well if you start to refer people at certain points. And you also get mastermind access to our advanced exclusive group if you keep referring your friends. It's absolutely wild. So just so you know, it's all there. Also, guys, if you're not a member of our free group and you're not a current client, make sure you do sign up. There's a lot of value in there, and we've got some chats going as well. So guys, just to summarize, I think we're very, very close to an expansive move, and this is exactly what this phase is supposed to be doing, is trying to make you second guess thinking it's all over when you're at support, and that is exactly what it's doing. And this has been brutal for altcoins, and when you feel that, you're likely maybe a little bit over diversified in that realm, so you have to be really glued into what your conviction is and your objectives in this market. If you're sitting outside Bitcoin and Ethereum, you got to be very aware of the emotional volatility as well as the price volatility. So have a great day, guys. We'll catch you again for our next session of the Altcoin Bubble on Wednesday. See you later. Bye-bye.